There's a big problem with allowing people to upload their images to a website. Almost no web users understand that the size of their digital camera images would be several meters wide at a resolution of a typical monitor of 72 dots per inch. Most think that the higher the resolution, i.e. a 12 megapixel camera, the better it will display on the screen, and of course that's not true. For the best effect and most consistent rendering, images must be resized to the exact dimensions they'll be shown on the web page, usually about 800 pixels wide, 600 high, if they're to take up the whole page. And of course, many will need to be a lot smaller than that. So one of the first things you need to do is to be able to programmatically find out the size of an image. And GD fortunately provides a function, getImageSize, to do precisely that. We've set the image file to testimage.png, which we just created, and the image path, of course, to the path where we created it, the images folder. We'll use getImageSize of the image path, and we'll give that an array name because it returns an array of values. And we'll use our old favourite dump array to show the data we get. Save it as GDTest, overwriting GDTest if necessary, and go to the browser, load up GDTest, and refresh. And it does display the parameters, or at least the array elements of this array getImageSize. The important ones are the width and the height. The first two parameters actually tell us the width and the height as integers, so we don't need to pass this. That's simply for human readable format. And the later parameters tell us the type and the image type in MIME format. All obviously important information if we're going to need to resize an image. Sometimes we need to overwrite an image, say with some text, like a watermark or a copyright notice, or actually impose new images on top of an old image. So let's look at how to do that, because that will lead nicely into creating thumbnails, because we're going to use some of the same functions from GD as we do to write stuff on top of an image. In a new code pane, paste the image create from PNG and save it as GDTest, overwriting the old GDTest. This time we're going to set our image file to the image we just created earlier, the test image. Remember the teal square with PHP MySQL training written across it diagonally in yellow. And the image path is the folder images with the image file. And we're going to use this new GD function, image create from PNG, because it's a PNG file. We create the image handle using the function image create from PNG with the argument image path. We'll then set some colors that we can use in an image. Remember, image color allocate, so we're allocating a color to this image, red and yellow, and we're going to make the text color yellow. I'm now going to set some parameters for the function imageArc. ImageArc needs to know the image it's going to write to, and it's going to write an arc. It's going to draw an arc on this image, the image handle, centered at X, Y coordinates with a width and a height. So if they're different, it'll be an ellipse rather than a circle. If they're the same, of course, it will be a circle. A start angle and an end angle, and I've made that 0 and 360, so it will be a full ellipse. And it will be an ellipse because my width and height are different. I'm centering it 50 pixels into the left and 50 pixels down from the top, and I'm using a thickness of 5 pixels. I set the image thickness drawing, or image set thickness function, for this image with a thickness of thickness I've set, 5. And then I draw the arc on it. I'm then going to create image file is going to be testimage2 in the same folder, and create the image with the image PNG, image handle, image path, and of course set the permissions. We've saved that, so if we run that now, GD test, we get a new image with this red ellipse on the image. This could have been a watermark, or just as easily some more text saying copyright Infinite Skills or whatever. You can probably see that with enough patience and combined use of these GD functions, you could build up quite a complex image from existing images. Of course, we always finish off with image destroy to release the memory that was used in the image creation process.